Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole Award chant will be rocking this place. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Noles will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. One of the offshoots of expansion, particularly in the Big Ten, was how viable could the ACC remain, and it just sort of ramps up the stakes when they meet on the field.
Yeah, I think all of this conference realignment, all the money talk, the loss of rivalries, but it's the haves and the have-nots. And let's be honest, the SEC and the Big Ten are the big two gorillas, right? Anytime you can make a statement and dent these two big powerhouse conferences, go do it.
I think the ACC, too, is going to play with a chip on his shoulder. Back in conference realignment, it was the best 4 programs from the Pac-12 that all chose the Big Ten and not the ACC, so this one will be interesting.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They go to the ground. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Can anyone? Got enough space. And he waltzes. lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The offense set for a first down play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I hate being that guy to say just take a dive, don't take a hit. But when the play is going absolutely nowhere, you might think about it.
First, do no harm, right? And you've already been harmed, so just don't make it worse.
Don't take those big shots unless you know it's for an important situation. Goal line, third down, touchdown.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Really impressed with how this team has seized momentum here, playing on the road in this hostile environment. Their offense gets it first. They march down the field. They put up some points. And here's the defense now on their first drive, getting a critical sack on third down.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
They'll run play action. Going for the big play. And it's caught inside the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. He's going to pass. It's complete. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Running to the left. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to run for it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Fair catch called for and made. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, and get everybody excited about Florida State.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown, no! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. Creates a little space. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's the handoff. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
When you're a defense, you got to stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has it on the doorstep. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Try to barge their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Number 18, set to kick it away.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. First down to start the drive after the break. He'll start this drive firing. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, you think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's, Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game, Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pocket starts to collapse. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, if this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
The line of scrimmage, the 2, and these final 2 yards might be the toughest here on 3rd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know it's early, but you're down by a lot of points. You've got to go for it here on 4th down, David. I'm finding my best player offensively and giving him a shot.
And what you said is all the difference in the world. I'm already down a lot early. I got to make some things happen. This is a situation to get a touch.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held him so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality. They pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
Bringing it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
It's good. He's going to hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he's going to run it back. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Third and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a catch and run for 6.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll pull it down. Still running at the 40. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. How about this dude going off script for the Noles? Not necessarily known for his running ability.
Hey, make plays when they're there, right? I think that's one of the most important qualities of a quarterback is being able to make the right decision at the right time. And listen, they've had some great ones at Florida State. Looking for that next great one to take them over the top.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds the big tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And look, defenses obviously have to play man coverage in different situations of the game, but you got to wonder if this defense wants to keep playing man after giving up that big play.
The Noles with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Setting up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On the option. Now the pitch. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown Seminoles! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth. I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Looking to move it through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
Got him downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The offense will stop the... one of its timeouts.
I love the play call. I love 4 verts. Stretch the defense out. Everybody's running deep down the field. Find my matchup, the guy I like against their guy. Go attack him.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Getting some heat. Working that left side now. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Got his man downfield. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice pressure by the defense, getting in there quickly, getting a hit on the quarterback, making the quarterback make a quick decision, and he makes the wrong decision. He throws into double coverage, but that's really because of the pressure in his face and the physical hit on his body.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Michigan.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some...
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. I know you want to go to this guy because he's made so many plays for you, but when he's doubled, surely somebody else has a much easier play to make.
And it might not be the stud that he is, right? Like, I might not find another guy that's a baller like him, that's a playmaker, but now I got one-on-one matchups elsewhere that I got to go take advantage of. If they're going to double cover him, I'm going to take advantage of some matchups somewhere else.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, and maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going up top on first down. Fires to the right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He'll need to put some leg in this one, a 52-yard attempt, and just the right finesse to get it in from the right. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the ball is picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Man, that D-tackle is a freak athlete. Did you see him come out of his stance and beat the offensive lineman, getting to the running back? Cat-like quickness.
On second down, wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
He uncorks one deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. Tackled, but he has a first down. In plus territory, not really much of a decision to make there. They had to go for it, and it paid off.
Yeah, they know points are going to be at a premium in this game, so they're going for it here, no doubt. Nice job picking up the first and now putting a lot of pressure on this defense.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll pull it down and run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the misconnection on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Finds the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I'll say this, man, in college football you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay in.
All kinds of running room. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane.
Touchdown, no! And here they come, almost all the way back. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back to this ball.
And he tacked on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After giving up that last touchdown, they've still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
They finally get him, RD. Goodness gracious, you can see the quarterback broke not one, two tackles. He scrambles outside the pocket. What do you have to do? Just keep chasing, right? Relentless effort. Finally get the QB outside the pocket and get him on the ground.
Feeling some heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. And they did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
On second down, he'll fire. Tosses it incomplete. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Goes to the option. Good pick up there. He gets enough for the first down. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry up.
And now we see on fourth down, people are so comfortable going for it, especially around midfield like this. Find a play you know you like, short yardage situation, one you practiced all week. Go out, execute it. Nice job getting the first down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, but he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete to the left. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The give to the back. And the Noles get it past the sticks.
I love when the players understand the situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break one. At some point in this game, he's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking it to the house. Keep letting this guy do his thing.
Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. First down here for the offense. They'll try the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Here on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Slips through the line. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. He is having a day in the vernacular of the Seminoles. They just keep chopping.
Just find that guy. Just let him keep working because he's eating. He is making himself open every play. Peter Ward, big-time players make big-time plays, and he is balling.
And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. This offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. He'll toss it. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to...
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And that's perfect for the defense. You'll give that up all day. You're winning this game by multiple possessions late in the game. Play big zone coverages, keep the ball in front of you, and tackle the ball carrier inbounds.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. Running toward the tape. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
They'll start this drive with a pass. They're trying to get to him. Working on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Comes out throwing on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally showing some life there. It's been tough sledding, too, because this offense has been lighting them up through the air. But a nice individual effort that time, forcing the incompletion.
And back to the air on second down. He's going up top here late in the game. Touchdown, Michigan! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Phil, is a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today. And if you thought this coach was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 20 to Minnesota. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Snagged in the middle. It's quick. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to go up top on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Here's a throw downfield late. It's complete. A huge pickup. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down at the 37. Looking to throw it again. Trying to get to it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get...
Off he goes! Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
56, Florida State, 45.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
He lets one fly deep. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football, getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
it's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason,